First of all, it's not an injunction. People have been telling me that it's an injunction, blah, blah, blah. This is not. What I have been invited to is a hearing to decide whether or not there is an injunction. Okay, and this is all fine. It is absolutely part of the process. I was always of a mind that CCE would go the legal route, so I am not the least bit surprised, nor am I taken aback. I am absolutely happy to have a judge rule on whether or not there needs to be an injunction, and if there is an injunction, whether or not there needs to be a trial. I am absolutely 100% at peace with that. I want this to be legal, above board, and I want the citizens of Toledo to be kept abreast of the true nature of the events.
And at this time, when is the tentative date for this hearing for you guys to progress with this?
Okay, and that's, my lawyers say it's very, very strange that this meeting was set without a time or a date. My lawyer said she said, I don't really understand this. So she's doing her researches for Peter Claver. I presume their counsel is doing their researches, and somewhere along the line, the lawyers and the judge will get together and say, okay, let's set a date for a hearing. But right now, no date for a hearing has been set.
Father, we know that definitely if there's an injunction, we know school will be opening on August 10th. What does this mean? If the classrooms that you guys were trying to avoid from utilizing over there, what would be the next step?
Well, okay, so that you bring up the hardest point about all of this, and I'm really sorry that CCE, they have known about this action since last May for over a year, and they sat on it, and they did absolutely nothing until like February of this year. So now we're at that point where school is to reopen, an early opening by government orders, and CCE apparently has no scruple about sending our kids back into those dilapidated buildings. So it breaks my heart to say that if this hearing goes in their favor and an injunction is served, then our students will be back in those buildings for as long as it takes for this thing to play out.